Hey guys, welcome back to Empty Mountain, the sauna build edition. We're actually not building a sauna anymore. We're building the Pre-Boniek. And, well, first step was building it, of course, but now in the process of finishing, we got a door. So we're getting the envelope for the conditioned space finished up in time for winter to be over, which is...
Which might be happening right now because it's 52 degrees out.
February.
And it's February 28th. So it maybe the end of winter is now.
But this is kind of what February's look like. This is, yeah. So anyways, guys, there's something to be said about buying doors at the store. But I like it. Turned out good. But I spent quite a bit of time with it and got pretty creative. Let's talk about the door first. Okay, well, so here, let's shoot it from this side. You go in first. Okay. So you can see we got this lap paneling here, and that's sandwiching 2 inches of polystyrene foam. So that door is R8 for insulation value. And then I just decided that I would just screw each one of these boards, put 2 screws in it, and hold it together like that. And it's way more solid than I was thinking. So right now, I'm just going to leave it. I was originally kind of planning on doing barn door trim, like a trim around each side and then some angles just to kind of stiffen it up. And that's why you can see this was a piece of wood flooring, and to make this size I had enough to make this, but I couldn't get rid of this rabbet overlapping bit here, and I was planning on covering all that up with trim. I will cover this one up with trim for sure, but the plan was to add trim stiffeners to the door because I didn't think this would be structurally sound enough, and it is. So I'm not going to add any more wood to the door yet. We'll see how I feel in the future. Okay, that's the door. That went pretty darn good. I won't go through all the problems with that, but it worked. Worked out good. Let's come on to this side. Then I used 2x6 for the door jamb, and it's also the framing. So this is what's structural for the door. And you can see here, that's only 3/4 of an inch. And that's because I rabbited out 3/4 inch of the 3/4 inch out, and then I went 1 inch deep so I could hang this OSB here and then mount this into the OSB, and that'll lock in the door frame. Just lock it in. So that's what I did there, and it worked good. So an inch, I made it 1 inch deep to accept the OSB, and then the paneling will be about 1/2 inch, and it'll flush out there, and then we can just trim around it. So that's the plan there. Hey, check this out. This guy here was from one of the very first boards from the first year we moved out here that we milled up with the chainsaw. So that's one of the original chainsaw boards. Very few of those left. That was in the scrap pile, and I was like, hey, let's use that for a threshold. And you can see I rabbited this out here too, and that will accept, I don't have any in here, but our floor will be 3/4 to 7/8 thick, and that'll just plug in underneath there. And then I'll chamfer the edge here or something to make that edge less hard. And that transition there will be nice. On this side, this is the finished floor, and I have 1.5 inches of transition, and we'll have to do some type of rampy or something there so that we're not just
Which is for my benefit, because I am
she's a danger to herself.
I'm a danger to myself.
For how
I'm
lovely,
a dancer.
How lovely and graceful that Nicole
But
is.
walking across the, flat terrain,
Yeah.
watch out.
Yeah. So I actually do think about that when I'm doing stuff.
Yes, you're
Is
very
Nicole safe?
conscientious.
Because she's very delicate too. I mean, she's small but mighty, but also delicate. So I don't want to break her
Yeah.
out here, guys.
She has a nerve condition and pain and limitations.
And I don't want to break her. Okay, what else is cool about this door? Oh, okay, guys. So all of this is just custom, and I'm trying to plug it into this hole, and a lot of head scratching went on with this door. Let's go back in this side, please. And we can't see too much of it now, but part of my exploration... Were you looking at the lovely outside?
I was.
She got distracted. I don't have my headlamp. Can we see okay?
Yeah.
Part of my wanting was to have as much insulation in between the door as possible. And so I went with as minimal framing as I can. I'm not going to get into that too much, but there's foam behind this board here because it's such a small space. And then I kind of figured out how to... I needed something to stabilize these hinges, so I ended up putting this one in flat, blocked it in, got the insulation in there. All this to be said, it doesn't look complicated, but it just took me a minute to figure it out. And then I got this top board in so we have something to nail to when we finish, and then you can see that I underestimated how high I could bring it up. I went in to put the door in, and that corner of the door hit there. It just optically it looked funny with my OSB. So anyways, last night I was out here put it in, and I was like, okay, one more thing to solve. And then the door's just a little wonky, frame's a little wonky, so to get it to run smooth, it just took me a while to pry. That 2x6 is super firm too, so it doesn't just give you a lot of play. So it took me a while to figure out how to get this thing to operate smoothly. One thing I'll show you right now too is I didn't want to put a doorknob with a latch in it. I just wanted to be able to push it open, have it close. So we actually bought these spring-loaded hinges, which are like 20 bucks a pop. And I was thinking about using spring-loaded hinges, went online. Just so happened Lowe's had 3 on, must have been clearance for like less than $4 a piece, which is about what a normal hinge costs. So I was like, sold, we'll get the spring hinges. And that's basically just to hold the door shut, so we don't need to, I don't want to put a latch mechanism through this homemade door. Just didn't feel like a fun deal. So that's super simple, and then we just have easy access in and out from the sauna.
Which also has the same kind of hinges.
It does, yeah, with different spring-loaded
spring-loaded,
hinges.
yeah.
Different style, but 100%, which I was pretty excited about. But I'm a little curious because I don't want a lot. I can these hinges here are adjustable, and I could put a lot of torque on there, so it would hold that closed, I think, pretty well. But then this door is actually pretty light, and it would just shoot closed. So I don't actually know how well that's going to end up working. But there it is. It exists. And we'll come back on this side. So this is kind of the last piece here. Well, a couple things. This door is almost 3 inches wide. A normal door, you can see here, is about inch and 3/4, I think, if I remember right. And when it swings like that, you don't have to get in this too much. I don't have to get in this too much. You have to bevel the door so it doesn't catch that front edge. Anyways, yeah, so this side of the door has to be beveled so it doesn't catch this. When it's coming in, it doesn't catch that edge. All that to be said is it took me a while to just get this honed in so it looks nice. And then I am super stoked. Oh, I have the weather stripping at the door threshold so that the air won't escape through the door. And that level of it's just hitting frickin' right. And it took me a little bit to get that worked out. But the fact that it's working is awesome. Super stoked. Last step is well, doorknob. We don't have a doorknob yet, so we have to figure out what we want to use for that. And then we'll put in this weather stripping, like on the exterior door. We'll have to put in some type of door stop that the weather stripping plugs into. And that'll just sit around this edge here. And that'll go, I hate to say it, but that'll go fairly straightforward. Because the hard part's over. I'm regretting saying that. But guys, this is our that's our Banya or pre-Banyak door. I think it turned out lovely. This is the wood from the interior of the cabin, some of the leftover boards that we had, and that install was, I mean, yeah, I won't go through all the. One of these days, I'll start making actual building videos where I'll kind of walk through the processes, because I think that'd be fun. But it's a lot of work to do the work and then make videos. So this is what you get. Just me talking about it a little bit, showing you the lovely stuff that we're working on, and someday maybe you'll see the door in person and know kind of what went into it. I think that's all I got, guys. So next, stove's going in, and then some type of radiator shield for the stove, and then the space will be conditioned, and it'll be March.
Then we'll need to mill up some wood.
And then we won't need
for the wall cladding.
Yeah.
And flooring.
Okay, and then yeah, and then coming up here, I think maybe milling is coming up. We have to do the roof still. The roof is feeling kind of important to me right now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But we'll see. Next, for sure, ish, is the stove and finishing this room out, at least to be able to condition it. That's the plan. Okay, stay tuned, and we'll see what's next after that. See you guys.